Hi guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be spending some time on mobility, and I get questions about what is the best this, what is the best that. I typically don't answer with one exclusive thing just because, again, physiology is very broad and dynamic, but this one I could probably argue as far as if you're going to pick one thing to do for lower body mobility, it would probably be this one, okay? And what it is a full body squat, and you're just going to hang it in the squat position. So I'll talk about that more in a second as far as what to look at, but again, the value of that is we're hitting many joints at once. We're actually hitting our ankles, our hip joint, and actually our lower back. So especially if you've been sitting for a long period of time, you could use this as kind of a break to kind of stretch out the muscles, okay? A lot of time when we have pain associations is because we have tight muscles above or below, and this is one way of dissipating those tightnesses, especially coming from sitting, okay? The second thing it does is it actually decompresses my lower back. Anyone with had non-specific back pain, again, there could be a myriad of reasons for that, but again, probably doing this position will decompress the lower back and make you feel a little bit better as well. And the third thing, it would just help correlate, especially if you're an active person, with more performance in the gym and improve your squat mechanics. If you're not really concerned about that, think of just everyday tasks of everyday life, playing with your kids, just getting in and out of a chair for longevity. Again, you cannot go wrong with this movement. So we're gonna get started just on the basics of the full body weight hold. This stems from Kelly Starrett. So when it comes to any mobility issues or protocols that I defer to, I always go to him as a resource. So he's got a blog, or he's just rebranded himself into the Ready State. He's got tons of YouTube videos. So if you really want to get into the weeds of the squat hold and different ways to kind of change it to add progression, I would recommend just Googling that. I'll put some show notes up as well too. So when starting this, again, just with the basics, we are going to start from the ground up. So what we're going to look for here, Sylvia's going to come in as well too, so I can help demonstrate with that, is our foot position. For now, let's just start with our feet just under our hips, or maybe a bit shorter width, okay? And we're going to descend down into just a squat. So from the ground up, what we're looking for is we want our feet straight ahead. This is a position where you can generate the most torque in your hips, so that's the position we want to try to maintain. Still dealing with the foot, we want to make sure that our toes are down, our pinky is down, and our heels are down as well too. As we move upstream, we want to make sure we're shooting those knees out, more out, okay? It's going to open up the hips more and get into the adductors, okay? From the back or from the side, if you want to turn around to the side, we'll notice that her lower back is rounded, okay? So while we're in the gym and we're loading movements, we do not want to have that lumbar flexion. However, we are not under load, okay? And in this position, as long as we have our checks, right, toes straight ahead, that's actually decompressing the spine, okay? So that's one of the things that when we feel tight, or our back might feel tight from sitting a lot, this could be one of those things that would help reduce that, okay? So that's, again, lower back is rounded, not a problem, okay? So turning back into the front. So ways we can progress this. So first thing is dealing with time. So Kelly actually advocates that we hold this position for 10 minutes a day, or accumulate 10 minutes a day. And as you notice, if you're starting to do this, this is not the easiest thing to do. So after a minute or two, you might notice some burning in your shins or whatever it is. Not a problem. You're just gonna take a little break and then reset and then come back into that position. Okay? So when you are gonna take your break, just as Celia did there, no problem, is we don't wanna dump forward and put weight on the knees like this. We wanna make sure that when we come out of the position, is that we straighten our legs first and then come up like so. Okay, just a safer way. Shake it out, go for a little walk, no problem, and then come back in that position, and then refine your position. Again, for variance, to make it harder, put more stress on the ankles, or more to tax the ankle joint more, we would bring our feet in together. Again, you'll notice that's a lot harder version. Okay, it's just gonna tax or challenge our dorsiflexion and our ankles. And if we wanna make it just a change on the hips, we could bring it a bit wider. Same thing though, toes straight ahead, okay? We want to make sure that we are shooting those knees out and that we maintain a strong arch in our feet. Okay, in that position again. As far as regressions, guys, I'll give you a tool for that. So again, if you're finding it a little bit too much, even just to get down there for even a short period of time, no problem. A way to kind of make that a little bit easier is just holding on to something. So again, it could be a chair, the higher the implement, even hanging up like this and just holding on to something just to help create that bit of a counterbalance. And again, just to make it a little bit easier too. Another important thing to remember, guys, is that we should, in all these mobilizations, should be able to take a full, big diaphragmatic breath. If you cannot take a full breath, guys, you need to back off. Again, go to this regression. In my opinion, if you're gonna pick one mobilization to do on a daily basis that's gonna help you the most as far as your whole body as a system, it would be that daily squat hold. So again, shoot for 10 minutes a day in 1 minute segments, whatever it is. And like I said, I think you'll notice a big difference as far as how you feel you're moving and hopefully performance in the gym as well. Okay? Thanks, guys.